Hey, we back for another one. I was looking up the other day. I'm big on max preps, always looking on max preps. Recruiters call me, they find kids' names on max preps. So I'm always looking through max preps, looking at different stats so we can talk about players' achievements, talk about different yards. And then you look and it's like it's the same old thing, it's like not all the schools are utilizing max preps, and I don't know why, and it's so frustrating. Some kids to see their name in the marquee up on max preps or to see a play of theirs on max preps means so much. So once again, players, parents, myself, other people that utilize max preps, you go on there to look for some stats and you can't find them. I mean, some of these kids just a matter of pride. They want to show their grandparents, they want to keep track of what they're doing. And like I said, recruiters have verified that they use max preps. They find kids on max preps and they at least keep up with their progress through max preps. Because unless you go to this game, like someone said, oh, in soccer, there's some that kid's great over there. I said, unless you go to the game or you see it, you don't know about it. And then there's people that have stats on last season. You don't have stats on this season. So it's a matter of pride. They want to see their growth. They want to see their development inside the sport. But year after year, teams and coaches continue to overlook this free tool. They overlook the fundamental responsibility of leaving players feeling neglected and undervalued when they see other players on max preps. Well, their coach does it. How come you don't do it, coach? Because it's all about coach. For some students, the importance of stats, it cannot be overstated. For others, they're like, eh. But some of these performances, these kids, it offers players a look to track their progress, identify their strengths, pinpoint areas of improvements, to show their parents, to show their grandparents. Some of them can set personal goals, but without being able to see the struggle, without being able to see what they're going through, they can't set goals for themselves. All you can do is put their stats on max preps. I mean, exposure is essential for these kids. Some of them want to play at the collegiate level. Yeah, some of them don't. I get it. But even the ones that don't, they still want to see their progress up on a website. It'll make them feel good. I mean, recruits use max preps. They look for their performance, their stats to make informed decisions. But when coaches are withholding stats, they limit their players' visibility. They limit the opportunity for these kids to advance. So we got to ask coaches, are you inadvertently hiding potential stats by neglecting to post the stats, or are you just being lazy? I mean, some will say that coaches are not only failing their athletes, but also engaging in practices that distort the true performance landscape. Thank you. I like that one. Padding stats, another big allegation. And I know we deal with that. Shout out Chris McCall. You know what I mean? Putting more stats than the player get. And I said, well, if you all update your stats, we can just look at the team that he played and this team, and we can judge it and see, all right, well, yeah, he has a different number than, let's say Lincoln. I mean, this not only undermines the integrity of padded stats of the sport, but it detracts from the genuine achievement of these players who are working so hard to improve. So utilize max preps, man. I mean, come on. It raises concerns about accountability within high school athletic programs. Coaches, you have that responsibility to your players, not only to guide them on the field, but provide them with the tools that these kids need to succeed on the field, off the field. Stop neglecting the poster players' stats. I mean, these kids, they don't see the progress on max preps. They feel like they're wondering why their hard work isn't being recognized and their friend on the other program is. They want to see their names. They want to see their damn accomplishments. They want everybody to see their names. They want everybody to see their accomplishments, man. Post the stats. By posting these stats, you can motivate these kids, enhance their development, right? Pave the way for future success. I mean, coaches, come on, man. The ball is in your court, man. Can we stop the same old song of neglect and give players the recognition they deserve? Post their stats up on max preps because this is what these kids deserve. If we looked on max preps and see what teams are posting stats, you could tell because it's the same teams we're looking in the ranking. If we went to like stat leaders, you could tell. All right, we'll just go passing. Right, of course, Parker, Howley, 1,211 yards. And let's see how many games. 5. And everyone else, except Cranston West, they have 6 up on there. But Cranston West is another team that is using the injury fund. But look, classical post stats, North Kingstown, Westerly, Cranston West, Johnston, Mount Pleasant, Pilgrim, Bishop Hendricken, Woonsocket, Burrville, St. Ray's, Mount Hope, Pontiac, West Warwick, North Smithfield, Davies, E.G., Portsmouth, Situate, so it's basically the same teams all the way down. Them teams that I mentioned are the only teams that are basically putting the stats up on max prep. So, kids, parents, go talk to your coaches. Be like, yo, can you please get your head out, your yin yang, and get them stats up on max preps? Our kids deserve it. So, shout out everybody. Get them stats up on max preps. And when we come back, man, big transfer going on, man. Bishop Hendricken to St. Ray.